I don't want all this to be. Okay, greetings everyone. This is the Suck It Up Sunday Red Pill Open Topic Talk. Happy St. Patrick's Day show. And St.
Eve.
Patrick's Day is tomorrow.
St. Patrick's Day Eve.
Eve. That's right. St. Patrick's Day Eve show. And I'm your host, James P. Madonna, and I am with my co-host, Mr. Ronnie Simpson from Long Island, now residing in Clearwater, Florida. And this is a fellowship, open topic fellowship of men talking about things important to men. That's why it's Red Pill.
No gays, right?
Well, anybody is welcome to get involved. Women could say things, but they have to realize that we're not going to walk on eggshells.
We're not going to pander
We're not going to pander
to the neoliberal feminists.
Oh, you know what? Let me get this show early.
I just got through a huge thunderstorm here, but it has now died down.
You were telling me about it. That's right.
Yeah, if you did this maybe like a half hour ago, you would have heard all the thunder clapping. Now is that like an Irish shillelagh?
Yes, blackthorn is the cudgel, not the walking stick.
Did remember
the leprechaun in the horror movie has the exact same one.
That's the same one. Remember Hornswoggle in WWE?
Yeah, I don't even know if he was Irish. Yeah. Where's me gold? Where's me gold?
Sheamus was Irish.
Yeah, Sheamus is Irish. Where's me gold? And
I'm gonna get the charger and plug this in, and I'm gonna take the headphones out. I'll be right back.
Blackthorn. Okay, I sent one to.
Yeah, get Ronald in here too.
I did. Well, I sent him the link. I sent Corky Caliban too. Corky Caliban. Corky Cal. Okay, welcome everyone. Let's see. Danny boy. All right. Tommy Carroll is here. Who's that guy behind the Foster Grants? I don't know. Who the hell is that guy? That jabroni. You know what I should do? I got to take a walk tomorrow, if I remember, to Whole Foods and see if they have any Irish banger sausages. They're great, man. One time they had a ton of them out and they were on sale, and I stocked up on them. I'm telling you, it was one. Where'd he go? It's one of the tastiest sausages I ever had. Irish banger, bang her, Irish bang her sausages, bang her. Tomorrow I'm gonna make a huge corned beef brisket with crappage, with cabbage. Hold on. Corned beef tomorrow, corned beef brisket, cabbage. I got it all prepped. I got it all ready to go. That's going to be tomorrow's dinner. Oh, okay. Let's get down to business here. Well, we were talking about baseball. Now,
Yeah, so I went to an excellent spring training game today in Dunedin, Florida. The Toronto Blue Jays beat the Atlanta Braves. I think it was
oh,
4-2. 4-2 was the final score.
they
A,
won.
mo-
Blue
a
Jays.
most a most excellent game, a most excellent experience. I recommend it to anybody. It's very nice stadium. It's called the TD Ballpark.
TD, like the bank
Yeah, yeah, it's owned by the bank, or not owned by the bank, but the bank has the naming rights.
sponsor. Well,
Yeah.
they got. I know the Yankee. I know George Steinbrenner Stadium has tons of sponsors.
Now
Fall.
the Yankees will never agree to renaming their stadiums to a corporate entity, which is I commend the Yankees for that.
That's good. I think as a memorial to George Steinbrenner, I think that was a very nice, admirable thing to do.
George M. Steinbrenner Field, the largest minor league park that there is.
And when they interviewed Joe Torre today, Joe Torre was saying that his brother Frank Torre says, "Hey, what are you crazy? You're going to accept a job as manager of the Yankees? Don't you realize how many managers that guy fired?" George Steinbrenner. He says, I want the opportunity to manage there with a man who has a passion for winning. See, George Steinbrenner had a passion for
Yeah,
excellence,
yeah.
and he wanted to win, and he expected his players. And this is what Joe Torre said. He expected his players to put out 100%, and because they were being very well paid,
They're very well paid. They make the big bucks.
and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. And see, the problem with him and Billy Martin bucking heads, because Billy Martin had an ego also. And you get two egomaniacs together, forget it. They'll start bucking heads like bighorn sheep.
Yeah.
Ronnie Simpson reminds me of the politician Thomas Eagleton, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Oh, okay.
Do you know who that is? I'm not familiar.
I don't know. He's probably a Republican. Otherwise, Tommy Carroll wouldn't be promoting him.
I've never heard of him. At least he didn't say. I remind him of Mario Cuomo.
Yeah, Mario Cuomo was not exactly easy on the eyes.
My mom loved Mario Cuomo.
No. I think he served more than 2 terms, didn't he?
He served like 3 or 4
Terms?
because New York doesn't have term limits for the governor.
Actually, that's a good thing because if you have somebody that the people love and they want him back, that could be a good thing, really. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like they're trying to change that in Mexico because Obrador
Cuomo got elected
loved him.
2010 was his
Yeah.
first. Then 2014, 2018, and he was coming up on 2022, but they axed him in 21, and they said he was raping all the women and shit.
Mario?
No, Andrew.
Oh,
Andrew.
Andrew, he wasn't raping. He was just hitting on girls. He wanted to hook
They
up.
said they said he was trying to get them to play strip poker with them.
Really?
That's what they said. Yeah.
Strip poker. Yeah, in the governor's
Guess so. Yeah. In the wherever.
the governor's office in Albany.
And during the
Yeah.
during the cabinet meetings, he was asking one of the girls to sit on his lap.
I didn't see. I didn't know all of this. So there was
I mean, these are the accusations.
these are
He
accusations.
never got charged with anything.
Yeah,
He resigned, and now he's running
I
for
think
fucking.
yeah, I think that's pretty funny. Yeah, he's running for mayor of New York, and I'm glad he's coming back.
But
And
my mom, she loved Cuomo. She thought he was the best. I don't know why.
well, Mario Cuomo is the one who coined the phrase "vote for Cuomo, not the homo," in
Yeah.
regards to Ed Koch. Now, watch what happens to with Andrew Cuomo's opponents running for mayor. They're going to bring up all this dirt,
Oh,
guaranteed.
they will. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to bring up the dirt. Curtis Lee was running again, and I'm
But
sure.
Curtis Lee was Republican, right?
Yes, and but Paul Anthony Mantia is upset with him because they.
Oh, Anthony Mantia, he's gotta calm down.
He says all he cares about is feeding the stray cats. Is Curtis Lee was fanatical. He's fanatical about feeding the stray cats in New York, and
I never heard that before.
he says he's going to allocate taxpayers' money to all the stray cats and not the homeless
Come on.
people. And Paul has a tendency to embellish and exaggerate. And
Paul is fine, but you just gotta calm down and stop yelling so much.
yeah, I mean, I couldn't get a word in edgewise. I was trying to talk to you, and he wouldn't stop.
I have
He's yelling.
nothing against Paul, but just all the yelling is just unnecessary.
And you would think with all the marijuana, all the joints he smokes,
Yeah, yeah. If he's smoking, calm down.
yeah, you would think he would be mellow, like a bowl of Jello, And
Speaking of of marijuana, I have to stop by this store here in Florida. It says they sell THC without a medical card.
well, that's good. Well, hopefully it'll be THC and CBD combined.
Hopefully, it's the real thing because that's not legal in Florida.
So, in other words, this is the oil for vaping.
No, I don't vape. I don't. I just want the
edibles.
No, the real the green the smoke.
Oh, really? They sell that?
They say they do. I have to go check it out.
Well, they could put it in like a bag that says like pipe tobacco.
I don't like that fucking vaping bullshit. I'm not.
Well, they could call it pipe tobacco. Of some
Yeah,
kind.
but they're advertising in the front of the store. It says THC. No card needed. So
You're gonna have to talk to them about it and get the details.
yeah, well, that's what I gotta do.
Hey, Bart, Rob.
I'm drinking this beer. Here, look at this, James.
Oh, you got to take the mirror off your. You got
to forget it. I can't fuck with all that shit. It's a new Corona.
Well, it's Corona. It's flavored Corona, right?
Yeah, they call it the brew. Oh, the Sun Brew.
Sun Brew.
Citrus Cerveza. It's excellent. This is excellent beer. It's a You know how the Corona is kind of like light.
Yeah.
This adds a lot of flavor to it. It's really they did a great job, man. They did. I want to hear what Ronald Terrio.
Well, I sent him the link, and he's not ready for bed yet. It's too early, so.
Yeah, send it again. Get his ass in here.
You know what I could do? I could do what I did to get Paul.
Give him a call.
I'll give him a mock call and then hang up.
Yeah, I actually did that to you today, but I did it by accident. Did you see that?
All right, hold on.
Get his ass in here, fucking Ron Ontario.
Again, hold on.
Oh, he might. Was he in the line of those tornadoes that were happening over there?
He might be. He might be.
Mm-hmm.
He might be. Hold on. Let me get.
I
Let me
think
get-
that's the rain that we got here today. I think was related to that.
Okay, so I try to. I hopefully this will wake him up.
Yeah, he might be over there with those tornadoes. I didn't think of that.
There. I hear it's a tornado warning combined with other storms.
Yeah.
I hear it's a bad situation.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the rain that we just got finished here, up here like that.
Bitburger. He's sipping on Bitburger. Excellent. It's an excellent German Pilsner.
Oh,
Okay.
Bitburger is pretty good. That's a good one.
Bitburger.
That's
I've
from
heard of
Germany, right?
I've heard of Bitcoin. I like
No,
cryptocurrency.
Bitburger is from Germany, I believe.
Bitballs. Excellent beer, Bart Robinson. I'm having a Paul Lander Munchner Lager. So we got German beers being promoted, which is good, as long as they're not macro American crap with preservatives and chemicals in it. And another venison roast in the crock pot. Oh, Bart Robinson, you're living high on the hog, even though you're not eating pork.
Now, Bart Robinson, where is he from? He's from New Jersey, right?
He's from southwestern New Jersey near Philadelphia.
When I was at the game today, I met a guy from New Jersey. He was a Mets fan. He said he was from. I fucking can't remember.
Remember, that's a great town.
Kettlewood, something like that.
Kettleballs.
Have you ever heard of that?
No, there's a lot of funny name towns in New Jersey.
He said it was close to the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, he does have a stream in the morning. Super Sunday or something.
No. He does
South Sunday.
He does the liquor challenges.
Yeah, he does it in the morning, but he's not ready for bed. It's early there. He was on with Ronnie. It was the three of us one Sunday a little while ago.
He joined.
Yeah. I like to get the historian. I like to get the history lesson.
Right.
Ronald, when he's not talking about booze, he's
not talking about bullshit, right?
Yeah, he does have knowledge of sports, and he likes to talk about sports and history of various kinds. Now, baseball.
Now, you never heard of Kennelwood?
Yeah, I've heard of Kennelwood.
Okay, so that's where this guy said he was from there, and he was down here for. He's a snowbird. You know what a snowbird is?
Yeah, they're escaping the cold weather and they go down to Florida.
So he stays in St. Pete.
Old English. Yeah, that's a macro malt liquor. That's Old English is the blacks drink it and some of the Southerners drink it.
The blacks and the Southerners.
Yeah, well, they drink the rednecks like Pabst Smear Blue Ribbon, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
The blacks and the Southerners, they have a lot in common.
Well, they like anything that'll give them a quick, cheap buzz. As long as they don't care about the quality and the flavor and the aroma, they just want a fast buzz for the least amount of money. Kenilworth is a South Jersey town.
Kenilworth.
In the rural. He said it's in a rural area.
Okay.
That's up north, Ronnie.
What's up north?
What's up? I thought you said it was rural south. Oh, what? Paulaner?
Paulaner's the beer.
It's the beer. Okay. So where is it? Is it rural south or is it up north?
He says it's in North Jersey.
Kennel Balls.
Well, James is from North Jersey.
Yeah, I'm northeastern.
I've never heard of Kennel Wood. I mean, he was a cool guy. He seemed like he was,
Yeah.
It wasn't whole bunk or anything.
It's nice to pick brains when you're at an event. You know, I had one of my exes used to always criticize me for talking to people. She'd say, "Why do you have to talk to people you don't know?" I says, "Why not?
Why? Why not? Why
Why
not?
not? I mean,
You're there to commiserate and have fun.
yeah, the fellowship, the camaraderie. You never know who you're gonna meet. Number one, you
Yeah.
never know what tips you're gonna get from people. You know, like really important tips, and and it's called networking. You
Who
know,
would have known I would meet a guy from New Jersey where
yeah,
I'm going to a game between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Atlanta Braves.
and you never know. You might have met a guy from the county in Long Island that you grew up in. You
Yeah.
never know.
I mean, New Jersey's not that far away. He was a Mets fan.
What is going on with this damn thing? Hold on.
He had a shirt on that said New
What's
York
wrong with
Mets,
this fucking thing? Hold on for a second.
the real New York team.
I'm also a Mickey's fan. You mean like Mickey Finn? A Mickey, like giving somebody a Mickey, knocking a girl out and having your way with him or her?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. I don't like rodents of any kind. I hate Disney and I hate Mickey Mouse. I really like Fort Myers, area, but I couldn't deal with the anxiety of the hurricanes. What about the anxiety of the humidity?
Nah, the Hurricanes are worse than the humidity.
Yeah, and the sand fleas at night. The Southerners call them no-see-em bugs.
No seal, they call them.
What a stupid thing to call. They're sand fleas. No-see-ems.
We don't really have those around here.
No, no. I think they're subtropical or tropical insects. So we got usual gnats. I always wonder, what does a gnat feed on? I mean, they don't bite you per se.
They do.
They pester you, right? Oh, here we go. Now they're gonna talk about macros because they know how much
Schlitz. What does it say? Schlitz. What?
Schlong, Schlitz, what? Schlitz Blue Bowl, the town Ronnie mentioned in North Jersey. I'm way down south. Uh, I am in Woodstown, Salem County. I gotta look that up on.
And ask Bart if he's ever been to a spring training game.
I gotta go look it up on Google Maps. I gotta look up Woodstown on Google Maps, but not now. Have you ever been to a spring training game, Bart Robinson and Tommy Carroll? That's the question that Ronnie has. Then we're going to talk about my idea that I was discussing with Ronnie concerning baseball. What is this? Home of Cowtown Professional Rodeo. Ooh. Oldest weekly rodeo in the country, 1 mile from my house. Weekly. Oh, when weather permits, of course. I think that's fantastic, man. You got a weekly rodeo. I think that's great. Do they serve like barbecue, like Southwest food, cowboy food, like chili and pulled pork and smoked brisket and all that stuff, and barbecued ribs out of the smoker? Do they serve that? Look at this, Ronnie Simpson. Where Bart Robinson lives, there's a weekly rodeo that they have. Isn't that cool?
In New Jersey?
It's called the Cowtown Professional Rodeo. It's the oldest weekly rodeo in the country. It's only 1 mile from his house. I think that's really neat, really. I mean, a weekly rodeo.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Black and gold, 8.5%.
Let me show Bart this beer here.
Now, what kind of food? Do they serve cowboy food? Oh, you went to get another one?
Bart, have you ever had this
Don't
one?
get drunk and confrontational on me.
I want to know if Bart has tried this new Corona.
Can only imagine what's going to happen. I don't mind the heat. Have you ever tried this new Corona called Sun Brew? You got to take you see the little gear, the little asterisk?
You see the sun there?
Yeah, actually, it's very pleasing to the
And then
eyeballs.
how
That
dark
label.
how dark it is. You know, Corona is usually light beer. This is
Yeah,
very
well, that's because it's flavor, right?
yeah, flavor.
That's flavor. Yeah, I think it's
Most excellent. Most
it's
excellent.
very inviting. I think the label makes you want to drink more of them when the weather is warm. You know, it has that citrusy look to it. The label.
I think it's gonna be a big hit.
Is it citrusy?
It's kind of orangey. It has like an orangey flavor.
Oh, I love orange. Naranja in Spanish. Orange.
Anaranjado.
Naranja.
Anaranjado.
You know what the Indian word for peanuts is? Cacahuate. The I think it's South Americans, Mayan, Aztec, and maybe Inca. Cacahuate. Mani is Spanish for peanut. Mani.
What
Cacahuate.
what's Bart Robinson's answer?
He doesn't mind the heat, but he don't want. He don't like that. He don't want.
But he had the beer.
Oh, about the beer, Tommy. Yeah, that's a good. That's the good. Tommy. Yeah, that's the gold bull. It will get your attention. Anyway,
Where's the concerned citizen? The guy from Walmart.
oh yeah, the Phillies is right over in the Blue Jays. They're all near Ronnie.
It's in Clearwater. It's right across the street from where I live. Right, it's literally across the street from where I live.
Did
Bart.
you did you see Bryce Harper at one of the games?
I never saw Bryce Harper. No.
You know,
These
he
fuck.
was a Yankee fan in his
Hey,
childhood, and he
let
wanted
me,
to play
let
for
me
the
tell you, James. These fucking guys, they don't want to sign the autographs. The only people who come around to sign the autographs is the minor league guys.
So once they get to the big leagues and make a name for themselves,
They don't need
they're too highfalutin to sign. You know what they want? They want big bucks for their friggin' autographs. Screw them.
to charge you for it. I saw a little kid today. He made a sign. It said, "Please sign my jersey." And nobody came and signed it for him.
You know, just think about it. With all the money people spend on tickets to watch Major League Baseball at the stadium, that's the least they can do. It is, instead of charging, they're a bunch of whores. Instead of charging people, I mean, I can understand. All right, it can get excessive with the adult fans, but for the kids, man, for the kids,
You gotta do it for the kids, right?
do it for the kids.
Just
James, Google
get
Cowtown Rodeo.
a whole big sign.
Yeah, I'll do it in a weekly flea market. All right, Cowtown Rodeo and comma New Jersey. How about that? I'm friends with a former national bull riding champion.
So New Jersey has a rodeo,
Those
huh?
Brahma bulls are no joke. Yeah, you need a You need more than a chiropractor when you're done.
New Jersey has a rodeo.
Yeah, the Cowtown Rodeo. No, it's a nationwide organization. It's not just New Jersey. He said it's from May to September. Yeah, that's what I figured. Weather permitting.
Jersey has no major league teams.
Now, aside from the fucking talk about alcoholic beverages, do they serve cowboy food at the Cowtown Rodeo like chili con carne, smoked brisket, smoked pulled pork, baby back ribs? Do they serve smoked Southwestern fare
Full of preservatives.
cuisine?
It's full of preservatives.
I mentioned it. No, I mean like freshly made. I mentioned it before, but all they want to talk about is beer. I mentioned the cowboy food at the Cowtown Rodeo. Do they serve that? And here again with the beer. Baba Fangul.
What does he say? He has to try what?
It's going to take 1,000 years for me to get an answer about cowboy food at the rodeo. I have to try one of those Coronas.
Yeah, he does. He do that.
Hold on.
You should try it too.
I got a special guest. Remember the Adams Family thing? Remember thing? What do you think of the fact that they won't answer my question about the Cowtown Rodeo having cowboy food?
Cocksucker!
Oh, that's rough.
Go fuck yourself,
Oh,
motherfucker!
that's not nice.
Ass liquor!
Oh, thing.
Shit for brains!
What do you think of these guys trying to bust my balls Saturday night
Fucking idiot!
with,
Screw you,
with Republic?
fuckface!
All right, that's enough. I'm gonna put you back.
Fucker!
I'm gonna put you back.
Badass bastard!
I'm gonna put you back in the green room. All right, go
Yeah,
go.
They never answered your question about if they ever went to a spring training game.
No, all they do is talk about fucking beer. I had some Jameson Irish whiskey last night. They no talk about spring training. No talk about what kind of food they serve at the rodeo.
Jameson, what does it say he had Jameson?
I bet
Put it back up.
they're from Ronald's booze shows because all they talk about is booze on his shows.
They're your loyal.
Yeah, I know. I mean, no, but if anybody brings up any other subject, they like politics. Well, I take that back. They do talk about on Saturday.
The one that gives you a hard time.
Yeah, they do.
Tommy Carroll.
No, Tommy. I'm used to Tommy Carroll. No, he's like the Tokyo Rose of the male version of Tokyo Rose. You know, she tried to bring the morale down of the U.S. troops in the Pacific.
But
They had a radio. Yeah.
Robinson is very progressive, right?
Well, they had like a Japanese radio show, and Tokyo Rose, you know, tried to break their morale down, you know, with propaganda and stuff like that. Now the other guy,
Roy Robinson.
Brian Suk,
Yeah, that's the Walmart guy, right?
all he talks about is his job in Walmart and McDonald's. He doesn't talk about anything else.
Well, he leads a very sad life.
It's really very sad. It really is. All you talk about is the same boring shit. Comrade Madonna, you would probably enjoy mountain oysters. You know, I had them one time.
What is that?
They're bull's testicles. You
Really?
you have to soak them in brine. You gotta clean all the piss out of it. Otherwise, they stink. Like, you know, like if you make kidney stew, which I can't stand. You know, it smells like urine. If you don't brine it, salt it down, and you know, put it in the refrigerator. You gotta brine it. You know, yeah, mountain oysters in Argentina, the gauchos, who are the cowboys,
Gauchos.
when they castrate the bulls, they immediately put them on a skewer over a wood fire, and the fire singes off all the hairs off their testicles of the bull, and roast them, and they have a nice crispy roasted Rocky Mountain oysters. Yeah, freshly cooked, fresh off the crotch of the bull.
You eat that?
I would love to eat that version. No, I didn't have that version, but
You want the balls of the bull?
well, they have to be cooked very well. They have to be roasted.
Why would you eat that though?
Well, why would you eat haggis? I would love to try haggis, the Scottish the delectable there. I wish I lived where you live, Ronnie. Tired of these property taxes and our idiot governor. Oh, you don't like Phil Murphy? But let's not get into that. Phil Murphy, he's got a lot. I like all the benefits he's got for you know.
You gotta get the fuck out of there, man.
I like the benefits he supplies the people living on a fixed income and all of the low income folk.
Anybody who's working for a living, they get screwed.
Well, you shouldn't. Middle class should never get screwed. The rich should pay all the damn taxes.
Come on down to Florida, Bart.
Come on down. Da, 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 da. Price is Right. Hold on. Come on down.
And what other state can you go to spring training game every day than Florida? There's only one other state. What is it?
Arizona, I think.
Yeah, Arizona.
Let me tell you something about South Jersey Philly cheesesteaks. Those cheap motherfuckers. I saw what they do. All the Philly cheesesteak landmarks run by those Italians. You know what they do in Philadelphia? They put that crap on there. Cheese whiz and Velveeta. That's not real cheese.
Put
That-
cheese.
That's processed cheese like toxic crap. That you put real cheese. If I have a cheesesteak sandwich, I want real cheese. I don't care what the hell it is. I want real cheese. It could be provolone Munster. It could be
Anything but cheese whiz, right?
yeah, not American. That's processed. Not Monterey Jack. I want like real cheese on there. Usually mozzarella. No, provolone, mozzarella or Munster.
Isn't it funny how American cheese is the only one that's processed, and it's American?
What's that? Well, it tells you on the package.
The only cheese that's actually that's processed is called American cheese.
Yeah,
So-
it says the word
so-
process is on there.
You can't get anything good out of America but processed shit.
Processed shit. Yeah, no, no. They have real cheese made in America, in Wisconsin, usually in New York State. They make real cheese, but I don't mind that. But it's real cheese. You see, it's not the processed garbage.
What is it called?
It's called whatever. It's called Munster, or it's called provolone, or it's called.
No, provolone is not American.
It's called Swiss or Gouda or Gruyere. Or it's what I'm saying is the domestic. They follow the recipe for making the European cheese.
Mm.
But it's made in the United States.
Mm.
You know, but it's not processed.
But the yellow American cheese.
Yeah, or cheddar. That's an all-American cheese that's not processed.
Are you sure?
Yeah, cheddar is great. You know?
Cheddar's better.
Yeah, it's just sharp cheese. It tastes really wonderful. And you know, have that in macaroni and cheese, not that crap Velveeta. You know, if you're gonna make mac and cheese, make it with Wisconsin or New York State cheddar. You know, yeah, those cheap bastards. Fucking.
Here's a
I live one town over from Penns Grove, where Bruce Willis, his family owns the best cheesesteak place. It's the poorest, most depressed town in the state of New Jersey. So Bruce Willis grew up in a suburb of Philadelphia. So he's from down there. Also, Kelsey Grammer, you know, who Frazier is from New Jersey, he said. And I think Jack Nicholson, who, you know, they're suffering from dementia, you know. You know, you never heard, Ronnie, we never heard about dementia and Alzheimer's back in the day when they told people, when people ate cholesterol and fats, and, you know, they didn't trim the fat off their steak, you know, and they ate all the eggs they wanted, you know, because the thing is,
you know why, James? Because they died young.
no,
They didn't get dementia.
no.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
used to die.
the human brain is made up mostly of cholesterol, and the body needs cholesterol to make hormones.
Man didn't used to live that long.
It's the raw material for hormones.
I-
I don't mean you want to hear a hormone. I mean hormones. You know, haven't been to many major league stadiums. Oh, finally, he's answering you. But of the ones I visited, Wrigley Field is my favorite. Yeah, but come on, Fenway Park. It was built in 1912. It's the oldest still existing.
1913.
Huh?
Wrigley was built in 1913.
Wrigley? Wrigley was 1913?
Right.
Okay. I ain't eating Bull's balls. Yeah, but what if it's like seasoned with a nice dry rub? You know, nice dry rub. You know, they grab the ball sack and they put a lot of Cajun spices on it, Louisiana. So you know,
After Fenway Park and Wrigley Field, what's the third oldest stadium? Do you know?
what is the third oldest stadium? Was it the old Comiskey Park in Chicago?
Yeah, but it's not there anymore. The oldest that's still around.
It's still around. The oldest that's still around. Baseball. Hold on, I'm thinking.
Maybe Bart knows.
Uh, the oldest that's still around. Is it by any chance the Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how Aaron Judge got hurt. He stubbed his toe against the wall.
It was built in I think 1960.
His big toe.
Isn't that sad that that's the 1960 is the third oldest stadium?
Oh, but I hope they padded that.
And you had all those old
Or,
stadiums before.
yeah,
Got rid of them.
I ain't eating no stinking Bulls balls, but
Yankee Stadium, they just demolished it. They said, "Get the fuck out of here."
fucking thing. I'm trying to get this thing to.
Had
Oh, there we go. What's going on with this thing?
you had where did the Dodgers play? Ebbets Field. Imagine
When the Brooklyn Trolley Dodge, that was Ebbets Field. Well, the Polo Grounds was the Giants,
right.
New York Giants. Yeah, Ebbets Field was the Dodgers. Yeah.
And they jumped town and went to California. Baseball was never the same.
Well, you know they weren't. It was a business move. You know how it is.
It's never about the fans, right?
Hoagies are hoagies and cheap. You know what hoagies I like? I don't like no cheap ass hoagies with boiled ham and cheap salami in it. I want real top of the line Italian cold cuts. I want capicola. I want prosciutto. I want fresh mozzarella. I want sopressata salami, roasted peppers, a little balsamic vinegar on it. I don't want no cheap ass boiled ham with all that lettuce. That's cheap filler. So they give you less meat when they put lettuce in a hoagie.
Why do they call it
Well, there's different names. There's some people call them grinders, some people call them
Hero?
hoagies, hero sandwiches,
New York, you call it a hero.
hero, yeah. But you got to use good bread though. You got to
New,
use
New
good.
Jersey, they call it a hoagie, right?
This fucking thing. New Jersey is hoagie.
I think
And
so.
talk to text. Yeah, I curse talk to text every day.
What do you call it, James? You call it a hoagie?
Hero.
I would call it a hero. You call it a hero?
Yeah.
That's why I always thought it was called.
Because hero sounds better than hoagie. Hoagie sounds stupid.
Sounds fucking stupid.
Or grinder. Grinder. That's like a girl giving you a lap dance in a fucking go-go bar. A grinder.
Who says grinder?
Yeah, some parts of the country call it a grinder.
Grind like a sandwich? A grinder?
Yeah, grinder. What does a hero sandwich have to do with a grinding? It has nothing to do with it. Or what about the egg cream was invented by a Jew in Brooklyn. And
Oh,
there's no eggs in an egg cream, and there's no cream in an egg cream.
in Brooklyn were invented by Jews.
Yeah, and actually, the corned beef and cabbage was invented by a Jew.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, I read that.
That's not true. That's not true.
Corned beef. You know what?
I heard that a Jew invented the pizza. How about that?
No, it was invented in Naples, Italy. Let me tell you what I got to do. My mission, besides making the huge corned beef brisket and cabbage, and maybe one good Idaho potato peeled tomorrow. what I got to do is I got to find out when the Sci-Fi Channel is going to play the Leprechaun Marathon, the
Yeah.
Leprechaun horror movies.
I don't get the sci-fi.
You don't know because you don't have that. Now, getting back to the most important part of the sports talk, myself, and Ronnie Simpson were discussing off the air, and I told him I have an idea based on what I watched on the Yes Channel, and being that a Major League Baseball catcher puts out more work than any other player on the team, they're under more. It's much more physically grueling than any other position on a team. It's really a lot of work to be a catcher. My suggestion is to have a designated hitter for the catcher so the catcher can just concentrate on the relationship and interaction he has between himself and the pitcher. The pitcher has a designated hitter. So since the catcher is busting his ass like the pitcher, why should he have to worry about hitting? So have a DH for the catcher. And I'm going to put that. I'm going to type that. Um, I'm going to go on Twitter X, and I'm going to go to the New York Yankees channel on Twitter X, and I'm going to mention that. I think it's high time that the catchers who are under a lot of pressure, like busting their ass, being a catcher, should have a DH and should not have to worry about hitting. And it's only fair, It just
Workhorse of the team.
your audio got a little choppy there. Hold on. Let me see what he's got to say. I'm about 40 minutes from Philadelphia.
Workhorse of the team.
40 minutes. Wait, you said something about a team.
I said the catcher's a workhorse of the team.
Damn right they are. They're the workhorse of the team, and they really work very hard compared to any other player.
You couldn't hear.
Because just look at it this way: the pitcher doesn't. They bust their ass, but they don't bust their ass during every game.
No.
The catcher busts his ass.
Well, they usually have two catchers.
Yeah, well, that's nice of them. I want to go. I have never been to Katz's Delicatessen, but I heard people that worked at Katz's opened up a place in New Jersey near me. But whether or not they're following the same tradition of making a giant sandwich, I don't know. But there's another place in New Jersey called Harold's of New York. And Harold's is another, kosher deli that makes the huge sandwiches, a hot pastrami. Good thing I have hot and spicy jerk chicken wings on my stovetop grill right now, and a purple sweet potato. It's already cooked, but I'm getting hungry talking about this. Yeah, I want to get one of those mountainous hot pastrami sandwiches, and nice crispy dill pickles. Kosher dills, the big ones from the pickle barrel, and coleslaw, and maybe potato salad. Egg. Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever happened with Paul yesterday? Did you guys keep talking?
Oh my God, he wouldn't stop yelling. He wouldn't fucking stop. Then when he was feeding the dog, he finally shut up.
What happened with the dog?
He was feeding the dog Oreo, and the dog eats like a cat. He nibbles. I said, that's the first time I've ever seen a dog nibble like a cat. They usually suck down their food. He says, well, you don't understand. This dog, when I adopted this dog at the animal shelter, it was abused, and I had to rehabilitate the dog. And I have to be very. The dog won't eat unless I stick my face in the bowl and talk to it. Yeah, he has to stick his face in the bowl in order for the dog to eat. I says, you know what?
Did he do it on camera?
The dog. Yeah, it's on the show. I says that when an animal is hungry enough, it will eat. Trust me. It's being a drama queen because you're giving it attention.
Yeah.
It's like a woman who cries all the time and whines. You if you keep giving her attention and you keep responding to her, she will continue laying a guilt trip on you. You just have to just ignore it. Ignore the fucking dog. You don't want to eat? Fuck you. Go hungry. But guaranteed the dog will start eating.
What else was he yelling about?
Hold on for a sec. Let me catch up on. Nah, he was yelling about everything. Hold on. I'm not sure I'd be comfortable paying 25 to 30 bucks for a sandwich. You know what? Fuck them. I agree with Bart Robertson. Tommy, screw that. Screw that. Bart Robertson, favorite baseball movies: Bang, The Drum Slowly, Pride of the. Oh, I like Pride of the Yankees. With was it Gary Cooper or Gregory Peck? I think it was Gary Cooper, right? And Babe Ruth played Babe Ruth. He played himself, by the way. He's a good actor. Masumi from Chiba Prefecture, Japan. Good morning, Masumi. It is now Monday morning in Japan. It is Monday morning.
No, I don't want to hear Monday morning.
Yeah, I know. Was you work in the office and it's taxi? I know. I feel your pain.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Who used to say that? Bill Clinton? I feel your pain.
Did Bill Clinton say that?
Yeah, I think he used to say, I feel your pain.
He's a good man, right?
Anyway, Masumi. Well, he's an alpha man. He like girls, Masumi, good morning. I will
Not like the booty boy.
and thank you for stopping by, Masumi.
They say the booty boy might run for president.
He won't win. America is no country in the world is ready to elect a gay president of the United States or a woman. It's not the
Oh no, that's not true.
It's not.
They got a woman in Mexico.
Yeah, but she's
in Italy.
Yeah, but don't forget that's a very progressive government. That's democratic socialism.
Italy?
No, Mexico. I'm saying being that the United States is full of flag waving capitalist rednecks, they're not going to elect.
Well, you said the world. You didn't say the United States.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bart Robinson says, Tommy, I've never seen it, but I've heard of it. Mrs. Robinson, Bart Robinson. Remember that song? From the movie. What was it?
Joe DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio.
Well, Jolton Joe has left and gone away.
Has left and gone away. Hey. I think, every time Bart Robinson comes on, I think of that song. But that was Mrs. Robinson. That wasn't Bart Robinson. Hoagies are also called Oh, that's right. Submarine sandwiches.
Heroes.
Yeah, no, submarine sandwich is another nickname for the hero.
No, but the right name is hero.
Well, it's a big ass long sandwich with a lot of stuff in it. And
I don't know why you would ever call it a grinder.
Yeah, why is it a grinder?
Can Bart Robinson answer that?
James, I can cook beef brisket in my crock pot. I've never cooked
in his crotch.
In his crotch pot. Let me tell you something. You have to cook beef brisket. If you're not going to smoke it for hours, you got to cook it in the crock pot. You know why? Because it's like flank steak. It's a very lean, cheap part of the cattle. And
James, see, you call it a crotch pot? Crotch pot?
And you have to cook it in liquid. You have to steam cook it in a liquid. Otherwise, it'll be too tough. So I think, and also getting back to venison roast.
Uh-huh.
My brother-in-law, who is an avid hunter, he used to bring me venison roast if he happens to shoot a big buck. So he would bring me meat. So he gave me liver, which I had to marinate for a while, and he gave me a venison roast. You know what I did with the venison roast? I had a pressure cooker back then. I made 6 quarts of venison chili in the pressure
Oh, wow.
with the tomatoes, with fresh habanero peppers from my garden.
Habanero.
Back at home, I used to grow veggies and herbs, and I had hot
Oh,
peppers.
before you moved into the apartment?
Yeah, and Japanese eggplant, the long ones, and I also grew hot peppers of different kinds, and
Yeah.
it only took 4, 3 to 4 vine ripened habaneros right off the vine, right off the plant. They were vine ripened, and let me tell you, nothing compares to the heat in a vine ripened hot pepper. If you leave them on there until they get like orange or red, I'm telling you. And anyway, the chili came out perfect.
There you go, James. You see
The
that?
venison chili.
You see that?
Thank you, Masumi. Thank you.
Huh? Huh, James?
Wait, show me. Oh, the shamrock.
Yeah, yeah. St. Patrick's Day. And I still have my
Robinson.
still have my heart up here for St. Valentine's Day.
Oh, look at that. Actually, you know what?
And then I'm a flag waving
Yeah.
American.
Leave all. You know what? It's very festive. Leave all the LED lights up. Just
You know what? I never took the Christmas lights down.
just like
You see the lights there on the side?
well,
I never took the Christmas
well,
lights.
just plug in whatever's applicable to the holiday.
You see on the roof there. Hey, you know what? In Florida, nobody really cares.
No.
They have Christmas lights like year long.
They even sell Mardi Gras LEDs, which are yellow, purple, and green. Because and Ronald Terrio told me what they represent. The gold is gold, the purple I think is frankincense, and the green is myrrh.
And myrrh.
Because the 3 wise men, the 3 kings.
The three wise men, yeah.
And I know in Latin culture,
gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
yeah, in Latin culture they celebrate 3 Kings Day,
Well, everybody celebrates it. You don't gotta be Latin.
well, it's but 3 Kings Day is after New Year's, I think.
It's January 6th, Insurrection Day.
You said Erection Day?
Yeah, call it.
Erection?
Chuck Schumer said it was Insurrection Day.
Insurrection. Yeah, I gotta look. I gotta see when the Leprechaun. Where's me gold? Where's me gold? The Leprechaun marathon on the site.
I haven't seen any of the movies this year because I don't have sci-fi.
I wonder. Sometimes YouTube plays a whole movie.
No, not those ones because they have heavy copyrights.
Oh, The Graduate. Yeah, Mrs.
Yes, it's called The Graduate. That's some.
No, they're never called heroes there. They are not called grinders here either.
I would never call it a grinder. If I hear anybody call it that, I would ask them what or why are they saying that?
You know what sandwich I would love to have? It's in Chicago. One of their staple foods, aside from deep dish pizza, is called a big Italian beef. It's a big hot roast beef sandwich with what they do is they rub a lot of Italian seasoning on the bottom round roast before they cook it, and then they put the that the drippings when they make prime rib I think they call anjou sauce, anjou.
Our Jew.
Yeah, our Jews or Jews.
Our Jew.
It's spelled.
It's AAU, right?
It's a French word. It's a French word, isn't it?
It's
right?
French. Yeah, it's French.
Yeah, and they pour that on the. It's on a long roll, hot roast beef, and they pour that liquid on top of it. Oh man, I would love to have one of those. My friend Mick Von Raven is in Chicago. He's from there. He sends me photos and he puts it on the food group too.
I never see it. I never see. I
Everything.
think you know what I think. I think Mick Von Raven blocked me, so I can't see what he posts.
Well, he got upset when you mentioned to him that when he mentioned he's going to a rock concert, you said, who are you gonna see? Britney Spears or Debbie Gibson or some teeny
Debbie
bop-
Gibson. I don't even know who that is.
yeah, some teeny bopper. No, he's into
Or
heavy
what's the name? Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but come on, you're gonna get so upset. Give it a rest.
She's a good-looking girl, Taylor Swift.
She is. Yeah, she is.
Ronnie Simpson, I think a Shamrock Shake would hit the spot just about now. Well, they don't put shamrocks in the blender. It's actually food coloring.
That's what talking about McDonald's, right?
You know who has the best tasting milkshakes that I've ever had in a fast food restaurant is White Castle. They're creamy. They're not overly sweet. They're more creamy and less sugar. They're very
More cream, less sugar.
yeah, like Dairy Queen malted milkshakes. Like if you went to Dairy Queen and had one, it's like it's mostly dairy. It's mostly ice cream and milk,
So
less sugar.
Ronald's not answering the call.
No, he's not. He's not. What's going on here? Doesn't he realize that it's you and I?
Let's get Jordy the Gent.
Yeah, let me send it to Jordy.
He might be too drunk.
He could be intoxicated. Yeah. Let me send one to
And what's the other one?
Jordy.
No, don't send it to Paul. He's too
Oh,
crazy.
no, because we won't get a chance to talk. He'll take over the whole show.
Sometimes I like Paul, but
Well, lately he's been like
he's been very excited lately.
no, he just gets overbearing and obnoxious. He doesn't stop shouting. Why? I says when he does his shows on TikTok, Ronnie, he screams. I says, Paul, did you ever hear of speak softly and carry a big stick? Teddy Roosevelt.
And he gets a lot of viewers on there.
He gets tons of viewers, but why? So why are you yelling? Why are you shouting? You're giving people a headache. Even his girlfriend tells him that.
Yeah, she should.
Shut the fuck up.
Why can't you just talk?
His girlfriend's his living girlfriend's friend.
What is it? A domestic partner? They call that?
Yeah, he says my wife. It's not his wife.
Oh,
I said,
come on.
do you have a marriage certificate?
Has he got a ring?
You got a ring? No. I says, yeah, I think he didn't like that. Too bad.
He's trying to cut corners. You can't call her your wife if you're not married.
The only time it legally becomes a common law wife is if you live together for 7 years or more. I believe it. You have to.
Yeah, but even that's bullshit, right? That's not really a wife.
No, it's just a domestic partner.
A domestic partner. Now these days, people say my partner, right? They don't say my wife or.
Oh, that's another thing.
It's another new thing. It's called my partner now.
Because they're like ashamed of acknowledging the genders that there's two genders in the world.
That's right. So if you say my wife, that means she's a woman, or if you say my husband, that means he's a man. So you can't say that.
So the neoliberals
have trickled down to the masses, and now you have people say, "Oh, my partner, I went out with my partner,"
because they're kissing up to the transgenders.
Because they suck, James. They suck.
The politically correct neoliberals are freakazoids that pander to.
They have purple hair.
No, they just pander to fucking freaks.
Yeah,
they freaks.
The
girl's a super freak.
That's what it is. That's why.
Real kinky girl.
That's the real reason why.
And you don't take home to mother.
You know, James. That's the real reason why Kamala lost. It's because of all the freakazoids.
I don't think Americans liked Joe Biden's administration full of ugly lesbians.
Full of yeah,
I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't think they'd like that.
the transoids,
Trans testicles. That Archie Bunker used to call.
Joe Biden, I don't know what he was doing. He went too far.
They had all freaks in his administration. You know who hired a bunch of lesbians?
What does he say? Seems like Ronnie wants to stay in the spirit all year.
Well, he means because of your lighting outside.
Well, this is for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I mean, but on your balcony.
And I explained that in Florida, a lot of people do that.
It's very yeah, he's very overbearing. Ronnie is very festivus for the rest of us.
Overbearing?
Yeah, it's like saying obnoxious, or
Am I obnoxious?
only when you're drunk and you're in a bad mood, you tend to talk over.
No, but I'm talking about the decorations.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You know, it'd be a nice flag. I like the official United States peacetime flag.
Yeah.
That I showed.
I should put the Irish flag out here too.
You should. You know what Irish flag I like? Remember when they used to have the harp in the middle?
Yeah, they don't anymore?
No, they took it away. They used to have the harp in the middle. You know, like Iran's flag used to have the Ayatollah Khomeini's face in the middle of it.
Did they take that away too?
Yeah.
Maybe when he died.
Yeah, but the old Irish flag had a harp, and I thought that was nice. It added a nice touch.
Was it ever the official one though? I never saw that.
Why
I always thought it was just the orange.
They should just put a fancy shamrock in the center of the white part is in the middle, right? The orange, green,
and white in the middle.
Wait a minute.
No, it's orange. Yeah, orange, green, and white in the middle.
Green and white. So what you do is you put the fancy shamrock. You know, they had one that had like detail on it. You put that in the middle, or you put a fancy 4-leaf clover in the middle. You know, why did they have to have plain? You know, people are too.
Well, they do the 3 colors because of Freemasonry, because of the French Revolution. That started the three colors. That's why all the countries do the 3 colors. Brotherhood, what is it called? Fraternity, and
that's why many countries have
they only have the 3 colors. Yeah.
3 colors of their choice,
including the United States.
Now, what's the difference between the colors going vertically and the colors being horizontally?
I don't know. I'm not sure about that. We got to get Ronald in here to talk.
This is an old song, Get Rid of Joe the Grinder. You better be there alone, the old man from the mountains coming home.
What is he saying?
The old man from the mountains. Isn't that the Sasquatch?
No.
That's the old man to the forest.
Is he talking about Joe Biden?
Joe Biden says he enjoyed the children petting the hair on his legs in the pool, at poolside.
That's disgusting.
And then he enjoyed inhaling little girls from behind and their scalps.
Oh, come on! I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, well, that's what he did. But he did it.
You voted for him. But
then again, Donald Trump went to Epstein's resort.
Yeah.
And he had his teenage daughter sitting on his lap. And
no politics on Sundays. Isn't that the rule?
Right, that's right. No politics on Sunday. It was just going to be other things. It could be about food. It could be about sports. It could be about
We
sexual.
don't need to talk about politics every fucking day.
Could be
One day a week. We don't need to talk about politics.
yeah. It's all we see on social media. It's
It's
politics.
very annoying.
We talk about sexuality. We talk about dating. The dirty double standards between men and women, where women that are feminists when it comes to
They want you to pay for the first date.
well, women are feminists when it comes to employment. They want to make the same money, even though they don't necessarily do the same job as the man.
What does Bart Robinson got to say about that?
But when it comes to social life, they want special treatment. They want the man to do everything, pay for everything. But you know what the problem is? The men don't boycott. If the men
Some of them do.
if the men say, see, men are afraid of being celibate, and they're afraid the girl will withhold sex from them, or their wife would withhold sex from them as punishment if they don't jump when the woman says jump. And the men have to be a man and and protect their dignity as a man and just speak his mind, speak your mind, you know.
So what would you do, James?
Speak my mind and say, too damn bad. There's the door.
You sent the link to Jory the Gent?
Yes, I did.
What the fuck else can we get in here?
What?
We don't want Pauls to the wall, right?
No. Oh, repeat the question. I just popped back in. I don't know what was the question.
I think we were asking if you are an alpha male. Bart.
An alpha male, an alpha or a sigma,
Alpha or a omega
alpha or a sigma male.
or a beta male, right?
No, a beta male is an ass kisser. They're a sycophant.
A soy boy.
A soy boy, and a beta male will yes the girl to death, no matter what she says, because he would be afraid that she won't like him anymore, and he won't have no chance of getting laid. So a beta male has no dignity or self-respect. An alpha.
So which one is Bart?
Oh, I'm not asking it. Ronnie's asking. A beta male is a yes boy, the soy boy. Yes, dear. Anything you say, dear. Please, love me, like me, approve. I want your approval. I want your validation. These guys that go around giving girls compliments, validation that they don't deserve. They're doing that because
Now sometimes you can still be nice.
they want to get laid.
You
But
can still be nice. You don't have to be an asshole.
But a girl
James.
Really
James.
doesn't beta male. You know that.
You don't have to be a total jerk all the time.
No.
That doesn't make you a soy boy.
No. You could be a nice guy and a gentleman, but don't take any shit either.
Mm-hmm.
You don't take any abuse.
No, what does he say? Eating? What? Well, he didn't answer.
To be honest, I don't know what they mean.
Who doesn't know what they mean?
Bart.
He doesn't know what he means?
The definition of beta male, sigma male, and alpha male.
That sounds like he's taking the easy way out. You don't know what they mean? Who doesn't know what they mean?
I know beta males, and they will yes the girl to death. They will agree with everything the girl says. And
who do you know?
No, I know there are people.
Mr. Clean.
Oh, the other guy, Cleveland, Jason Cleveland.
I saw in here one time.
Jason Cleveland.
Only one time, Mr. Clean joined the show.
I sent him the link.
Only one time I ever saw him join.
And he always says, "Oh, I'm sorry I didn't come on the show. I'm watching a movie with my girlfriend." Come on, give me.
Where's he at? He lives in Jacksonville, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Clean. Don't be a bitch.
Fuck the movie with your girlfriend. You know, come on, be. This is a man show.
Be a big boy, right?
I'm no soy boy, but I'm too damn nice sometimes. Okay.
What about Michael Hilton?
Well,
You send him the link.
Michael Hilton is
I
being
haven't seen him in a while.
he's being extremely standoffish lately and a loner and independent, and he hasn't really joined any shows, and he hasn't done any shows himself.
Oh.
He needs to get a good swift kick in the ass by one of my Western boots. I got the pointy, you know, cockroach.
Well, maybe he's going through a phase.
He's going through a phase, and the best way to cure a phase is to smack him upside the head. You know, I know he has what do you call
Asperger's syndrome or something.
Well, if I was a shrink, that's how I would cure people like that. Just smack them across the skull.
So you don't have any sympathy for that.
With the shillelagh. Here's the sympathy. The blackthorn. Here's the sympathy. Snap out of it. Remember when Cher smacked Nicolas Cage on Moonstruck? You know,
James,
he was.
James, you're talking about things I don't know.
No. Well, he was being mushy and sensitive. He was acting sensitive, and she hit him. She goes, "Snap out of it."
So you think Michael Hilton's acting like a soy boy?
Yes.
That's sad.
He's acting like a soy boy because he's avoiding coming out in public. And then when he comes out in public, when he's on a live stream, what does he do? He's chewing. He's got food in his mouth, and he's chewing.
He's eating a salad.
He's chewing close to the camera, and he doesn't say anything. But when he used to do his show, he wouldn't stop talking about subjects. I go, are you going to contribute anything to the live stream like you do on your own show?
He calls you like boss or something, right? Boss man.
Boss man. He could be.
What's this?
You know, he could be intimidated when he's on a show.
No, it was. I think that was actually when
He could be intimidated.
You had a girl on. I think it was you had a black girl. She was doing something like a psychic thing or something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he joined and he was eating the salad. And then he left.
Instantly left. You know who? Well, at least he gives me a signal before he quickly leaves. Eric Fraunfelter. At least he lets me know. You know, like he'll signal and he'll be off like in a nanosecond. But what soy boy Michael Hilton? He, you know.
Why don't you send the link to Eric? See if he joins.
Haven't dated in a long time. It's just too stressful, and it sucks where I live. Yeah, well, you're right. It is stressful because the girls are all entitled and demanding.
Oh, you live in New Jersey, right? Yeah, it's not good.
No, he lives in a rural South Jersey. They're very demanding. They're very entitled. They're very nitpicky.
Jersey girls. Jersey girls.
I like darker women.
Sorry, darker women. What?
You like the women of the tropics from hot weather, right? Because they're hot blooded. They're more passionate, or they have more horniness inside of them. Perhaps.
I expected more out of you, Bart.
No, he likes the song. Who was that? Who did the Island Girl? Was that Billy Joel? She was black as coal, but she burns like fire when she wraps herself around you like a friggin' tire, or something like that. I don't know. These guys know all the lyrics to these songs.
I expected more out of Bart. Very, very disappointing.
And she points like that. Who am I sending this to?
Alex the Beer Master and Eric Fraunfelter.
Eric Fraunfelter. Alex. Yeah. Alex is part of.
Yeah, let's fucking see what's going on with Alex.
I'll tell you what, Alex. Alex is part of a clique. He doesn't.
So is Eric.
No, Eric has been on my show many times, but yeah, Alex he's a sycophant to the clique.
I think Alex is the head of the clique these days.
Well, I gotta go eat anyway. I'm not gonna stay on that much longer. All right, I
Oh.
sent it to Eric. Let's see if Eric comes on.
Yeah, maybe Eric will join. Maybe.
Salvatore Mercurio. You talk about food.
Yeah, send it to him.
You
I'm
remember?
gonna take a piss and I'll be right back.
I gotta urinate myself.
Get Salvatore in there. Yeah, I like him.
Hold on, I gotta urinate myself. She was black as coal, but she burns like the fire. And she wraps herself around your schlong and your balls. Yeah, boy, that was a long piss, man. That was a long piss. Oh, oh, oh. Whew. My goodness. Oh man. No, I like black women. Well, they gotta be real pretty though. The pretty ones, not the gorilla face ones. Not like Oprah Winfrey with a gorilla face. The real pretty ones like Halle Berry. You know, like what they used to call them. My grandparents used to call them mulattoes, mixed. So, how many of you gentlemen would like me to continue this Sunday format? Let me know if you want me to continue it. I know March 30th I'll be doing the 5 forms of mysticism with my open AI consultant named the Mystifying Oracle. That'll be 8 p.m. Sunday, March 30th. So, but let me know what you think of this format with Ronnie Simpson and whoever else wants to come on. She was black as coal, but she burns like the fire. I have a lady friend in Beverly Hills. What? There's a Beverly Hills, Florida? Citrus County. I may go to visit her this summer. She good looking? I hope so. You know who's a very attractive black girl? You follow professional wrestling, WWE? Yeah, Jade Cargill, originally from AEW. Jade Cargill. She's like a female bodybuilder, but she's got a very pretty face. She's very tall. Check out her photos. Look up her photos. I just remembered my homework assignment. Cowtown Rodeo in South Jersey. Here we go. It's closed. Well, naturally. Oh shit. I didn't know it was this late. Tickets, $28. Well, they're entertaining people. Yeah. It says here, Piles Grove Township, New Jersey. Or is it pronounced Pillsgrove? Pillsgrove Township. Cowtown Rodeo. Cowtown Rodeo sings his song, doo-dah, doo-dah. I found the Cowtown Rodeo on Google. It's in Pilesville, New Jersey. I've met Eric and the gang here in Jersey
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
at a brewery. You're right. That's right. You met him in person. Those
Eric and the
young
gang.
boys were drinking. I couldn't hang. Yeah, they're booze hounds.
What did he say? They drink too much.
Those young boys were drinking. I couldn't hang. That means they're heavy drinkers. They're
Bart Robinson's not too young.
well, I can't. I could never put away that much booze. I'm a cheap date. I get drunk fast.
As much as Eric.
No, I can't. I don't come anywhere near those guys. No,
They drink the heavy hitter shit, the craft beer shit.
no. If I can't drink too much. Even when I was 21 years old, I couldn't drink too much.
When you were going to Plato's Retreat.
Yeah, I went there once.
Did you drink when you went there?
I drank. I ate. They had a buffet.
They have a buffet, right?
Yeah.
And it supposedly it was a naked buffet, right?
Yes. Or you can wear a robe.
So were you ever concerned about the dicks getting too close to the buffet?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
What if you had a very big, tall black guy?
It wasn't.
With
yeah,
a huge cock.
you're right about that. You mean like the basketball players that Hulk Hogan was talking about when his daughter was dating one of them?
Hulk Hogan was very justified in his condemnation of his daughter's choice of dating material.
So if the guy was over 7 feet tall, his pubic hairs would like.
Well, what size was the buffet? What, if the guy was really tall.
They had ample amounts of good food, but there was nobody that tall there. And they had a jacuzzi the size of an Olympic-sized pool.
Did you go in it?
And the guess what the urinal was in the men's room? It was a fountain. You pissed in a fountain.
Mm.
3 coins in a fountain.
Those were the days, huh?
Yeah, that's before the bacon and AIDS epidemic came, and then Mario Cuomo closed all of the swingers clubs in New York. He closed
the
them all.
neoliberal
Comrade
Mario Cuomo.
The song you're talking about
Conrad
is
Madonna.
by Elton John. I would just die for it if you could get Robert
Come on, read it.
R. Ritchie live. What? Robert R. Ritchie live? Who's Robert R. Ritchie?
No, he says Elton John.
Yeah. Then afterwards, he would just, I would just die for it for you to get Robert R. Ritchie live.
I don't know.
I don't know who that is. She was black as coal, but she burns like fire.
Maybe he means like Little Richie.
She'll wrap herself around you, around your cock and balls. Ronnie, just remember, no justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
All right. I asked everybody if they like this format for Sunday, and should I continue it? All right. But I'll only continue it upon request.
Yeah, it has to be a request.
Right. All right. Let me ask Ronnie Simpson. Ronnie Simpson, do you like this format, and should I continue it?
I like the format, but I can't say that I can join every Sunday.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Okay, here's my question. If you are at poolside in the cabana, would you prop up your phone and plug it into the USB and come on when you're at poolside?
Yeah.
Okay. You just have to let me know the days you cannot. Just let me know the days you cannot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just won't do it.
And then you got to get more people on board. Like,
I can't hold a gun to their head. I mean, I can only ask.
It can't just be me, though.
Well, naturally, yeah, but how do I do that? Ronnie,
What the fuck is Jory the Gent doing?
Ronnie, I'm 65, best shape of my life. Fact, yeah, I agree with Bart Robinson. Age, chronological age, does not mean
I think I'm in the worst shape of my life.
you're out of shape by no stretch of the imagination. It definitely does not, and I am testicle to that. I mean, testimony to that.
Yeah, I thought Bart was younger.
Young Bart, get out of my mind. Oh, that was Gary Puckett in the Union Gap, right, Bart?
Is that Gary Newman?
No, that was Gary New. No, that was during the 80s. New wave music, right? Gary Newman.
Oh yeah. Newman.
Cars, did he sing Car? Uh,
You got to ask Ronald why he blew you off today.
in the Union Gap. Well, he's gonna see that. Why don't you message him on Facebook Messenger later on and say,
Yeah,
Ronald,
I don't really talk to him much.
Ronald, the Sundays that I'm able to come on James's show, do you want to come on Sunday afternoon?
We would appreciate it if you
And we like your
if you make an appearance. Right?
say we enjoy the educational information you give us on history and about,
He's always in a rush though. He's gotta leave very quickly, right?
yeah, he always he cares too much about the clock. He even when he's
He has to be asleep by exactly 8 o'clock, I think.
he has like an itinerary or he has like a certain routine where
He's a very strange individual.
he's got to he's a school teacher. He's got to get up at a certain time, like 2:30.
He doesn't have to though. He's just not working anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure he's getting an adequate pension because teachers get a great pension, right?
They do.
They do, and
At least from New York. I don't know about Louisiana.
he doesn't really have to work part time at the supermarket.
Yeah,
He really doesn't.
but he wants to feel important, I think.
Well, he wants to keep busy. He wants to. He doesn't want to be bored, and I mean, he could do taste challenges every day if he wants. He can do Dawn Busters. I mean, if he didn't have the job at the supermarket, he could technically do Dawn Busters every day.
Yeah, maybe he thinks that's too much.
But
so
he doesn't.
He wants to control himself.
He doesn't drink. There's one thing he doesn't do. I know for a fact because I talked to him many times privately. He does not drink until he gets buzzed. He enjoys and savors the whiskey or whatever he's taste testing. He smells it. He tastes it. He talks about
but normal people don't do that.
Well, people that have an addictive personality.
No. It's not just that.
It's addictive. It's addictive.
If you're drinking one beer just to do a review, and then like you're keeping like a checklist of what you're drinking like throughout the whole day. I mean, it's just silly. Why don't you just have some drinks and hang out?
Because he doesn't want to become a lush.
But that's going to be his legacy. His legacy is his YouTube channel, which is all about alcohol. I mean, if he ever dies, God forbid that he gets hit by a bus or something, and you want to remember the guy, what are you going to remember him for? His very numerous alcohol reviews.
Right, and maybe he will be sealed in a hermetically.
And I think it's a damn shame, and I've told you this before because he's
like Paul. I was going to say,
well,
maybe
he's not going to be sealed like Walt Disney. I don't know why you say
in
that.
alcohol and in moonshine.
In alcohol.
In moonshine. Let me finish my joke. Anyway, go ahead.
Well,
All right,
don't joke about it. It's not
no,
funny, you
listen.
know.
This is
But
he does.
what I was gonna say is
He
that
doesn't
he
get
is a
drunk
very
with other
smart
people.
man, and
I gotta,
he has a lot to offer. He has a lot to offer when it comes to his views on things.
yes, but he doesn't get drunk when he does taste
No,
challenge.
no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. But so he does these videos here and there about politically or topics or history topics.
Yes,
But he doesn't do them that much, and they're very good. But they get no views because he doesn't um, advertise them, and
he
I really feel like he just wastes so much of his time and energy in the alcohol
he
reviews.
does too much of the taste challenging with the booze and less educational
Yeah,
live
yeah,
stream. Now,
yeah.
now he does keep a strict routine. He's very rigid.
He
And
he has a lot more to offer than what he's giving you. Is basically my
you
point.
think there might be an
Yes,
O,
yeah, I think so.
uh, yeah, OCD. It might be an OCD thing.
I guess, yeah, I
But
guess so.
people have different forms of OCD. I mean, I have
But
mine.
it's not like he doesn't like doing the political talk and the history talk
No, he likes.
because he does it, but he just doesn't do it that much.
Yeah. Well, you know, he does.
And then he'll try to say like, oh well, I haven't really been people haven't really recommended me or asked me to do certain things, but it's just like no. If you're putting so much time into beer and alcohol, like
You know, he does do when he does Dawnbusters. He does a also an additional late morning. Uh,
I
taste challenge.
I don't know. I can't keep track. It's
No,
too
he
much.
does. No, I no, which is fine. You know, he gives himself a
I
break.
don't know. I don't know.
He'll do Dawn Busters, which is it's still dark when he goes live. Then later on, when the sun is already up, he does a second taste challenge show, which is fine because he doesn't get intoxicated. And you know, and it's very
But what's the point?
it's
What is the point of doing all this? Why are you getting up so early in the morning
what is the
and tasting alcohol? Like why are you bothering with that
it's a why do you have a super Sunday in the morning?
in the morning? Yeah.
Why do you
I mean, people used to join that show. A lot of people used to join, but then now people really don't.
why do you have Stout Sunday at 10 a.m. or 9?
It has to be 10:30 in the morning. You can't move it at all. Why does it have to be 10:30 in the morning?
And why are most of his shows theme shows? Like you have to go out and hunt for a particular product that you might not be able to find.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind.
You know, if he makes it reasonably easy for you to find it.
Sometimes he makes silly themes like Mardi Gras.
Well, you know who makes silly themes? Alex, the beer masturbator.
Alex the Beer Master.
He like when he does his food show. One time,
He doesn't do it anymore.
one time
He hasn't done that in a while.
one time he did Pop Tarts. One time he did peanut butter and jelly sandwich. One time, you know, he does,
I think he just started to realize that it's stupid,
or he
so he doesn't do it anymore.
or maybe he ran out of material for food. Yeah, he doesn't do the food thing anymore.
He does the hangout with Alex
He
on
does.
Fridays.
He
Yeah.
doesn't do the food thing
Yeah,
anymore.
he doesn't do the food anymore.
He certainly does the the beer thing. And have you noticed how he's getting fat?
He's very fat. Yeah.
And his bitch tits, his boobs are getting bigger.
What do you expect?
You know, the old bitch tits. So Bart Robinson worked for Highway Patrol, like Chips, like Eric Estrada.
Is
No.
he retired now?
No, he didn't do that. He worked for the state in the highway department. I thought he was dressed like Eric Estrada with the shorts and the big smile.
So why is he telling you where he works?
Remember? No, he just wants to, you know, he's a friend of ours. He wants to share what he did.
A friend of mine or a friend of ours? Or...
Oh, you don't like Bart? I
No.
thought
How do you remember the movie?
he's just
Uh,
sharing what
do
he
you
did.
remember the movie Donnie Brasco? Where you're supposed to say either he's a friend of mine or he's a friend of ours.
Donnie
Right?
Brasco. That was a good movie.
Yeah, like there's a special way to say it, right? You remember that part?
No, I don't. I haven't have to watch. Remember the Lords of Flatbush with Sylvester Stallone and Henry?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was a gang. It was they wore black leather jackets. It's supposed to take place in the 50s. Guys, you remember the Lords of Flatbush?
Guys.
It was a young Sly Stallone and a young Henry Winkler way before Happy Days.
Wow. You're
And
going back, huh?
this was before he did the Rocky movie. This was when Stallone was young.
Is that like the 50s?
No, it was based on the 50s, and it was a gang called the Lords of Flatbush, Brooklyn,
Flatbush, Brooklyn?
and it was supposed to represent the 50s, and it was really quite good, really. And it was a young Sylvester Stallone way before he did Rocky, and it's kind of like when John Travolta did Welcome Back, Kotter. And that was before Saturday Night Fever.
So when Donnie Brasco is asking Al Pacino, who was playing Lefty Ruggiero, he's saying, should I say friend of mine or friend of ours or friend of what? And then Al Pacino says, you don't say shit. Just fucking listen to what I say.
I don't say shit. Yeah, he enjoyed the history and music. Yeah, he does. He does do a very great history and music theme live stream. Ronald. He has.
Who Terrio?
Yeah, Bart says he enjoyed those shows, but he doesn't. He doesn't do.
He doesn't do it that much.
No, it's
And when he does do it, it's just like off the cuff. You know, kind of like not a lot of pizzazz put into it.
He does do the taste challenge and
Yeah, like taste challenge. I mean, who's watching that shit at 6 a.m?
Yeah, he is very rigid because one time he had Krampus. Krampus wanted to be a guest on his Dawnbusters show.
He didn't like it.
And also the Emerald Mystic, and he was very uncomfortable having Krampus on because Krampus was doing shtick. He was doing comedy, and
he only wanted to talk about the liquor.
And in a very serious manner. He only wanted to talk about Dawnbusters.
He wants to be very serious about it.
He's very serious, rigid. Maybe a lot of school teachers are that way. I don't know.
You might say like a Puritan, right?
Yeah, I know he's very devout Catholic.
He's a Catholic though. He's not a Puritan.
But he's very serious about life. He's very. But I get him to laugh sometimes. I crack him up. But no, I'm not saying he doesn't have a sense of humor. He does have a sense of humor because I get him to laugh and smile a lot. It's just that you can't add too much. The only time he'll accept zaniness and pizzazz and charisma is when he does Joker's Wild Wednesday, which is the first Wednesday of the month.
That's the one you join?
If I have a product that I never brought before, because I refuse to bring the same product more than once. I don't want anybody throwing up to my face like Alex did one time, and Eric did one time. From what I remember, you brought that before in the past. I don't want anybody throwing shit up to my face. on any of those booze hound shows. So I made a promise that I will never ever bring the same product more than once, because I don't want to hear no shit.
All right.
You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Comrade Madonna, did you ever see that terrific movie, The Warriors? No, honestly, no. I've seen Conan the Barbarian, all of them.
All right, I gotta run. I'm gonna
I
eat
gotta
some
run too because
eat some pizza.
I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm sure you're hungry as well. All right, happy.
It has been an excellent
Yes.
talk.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I can work this thing out with the computer. I don't know. I'm gonna try to.
Well, let's try to find out what's going on with that. You know, if Paul was here, we would not be able to talk at all.
I wouldn't be able to find out. I wouldn't be able to talk to you. He'd be yelling.
Look at your shamrocks because the sun's going down. Look. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Hold on. Let me get a.
What?
Let me get a. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
No, oh no. I can't get your widescreen because you're on your phone. That's right.
I'm on my phone.
All right. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to eat corned beef.
Maybe tomorrow you can do a St. Patrick's Day show.
No, I'm going to be watching Leprechaun Marathon.
Right.
I'm going to eat corned beef till I bust.
And you gotta tell that guy Paul he's got to calm down. He yells too much.
He really needs to simmer down and chill out. You know, he's insisting that God has a dome of ice around.
Yeah, I don't like that talk either. He says he's a prophet. And it's
around.
it's a little disrespectful the way he's talking.
He's saying that no one has been anywhere in the universe.
Yeah,
The
I don't know what.
The
I don't
planet.
know what's up with all that shit.
No, that's crazy talk, and he gets mad if I say that. You know, I said the planets are real, the galaxies are real.
Why he says the planets aren't real?
No, the planets are all fake. God has
God's talking to him.
he calls it the firmament, firmament.
The firmament. Yeah, but
You know what? There's too many fucking nuts in this world today.
but this is one of your friends. And he sounds like he's going off the deep end.
No, he is going off the deep end. He wasn't this bad. He is going off the deep end. He knows that I believe in science, and I believe in what Carl Sagan said. There's millions and billions of stars and millions and billions of galaxies. He knows that, and I don't. And he says, I don't care what you think. You're all gonna find out the hard way that I was right. See, now he's insisting that he's right with his
and he says that he talks to God. I don't like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. How does he know that? How does he know it's not some demon influence?
Yeah, what if he's talking to the devil?
What if a demon is fucking his brain up?
Right.
And he thinks he's talking to the Lord, but he's not. Because only a demon would want you to give misinformation to the world.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Gotta be careful with that.
Hold on, I gotta get the last two in there. I think also that a movie called The Mean Streets was pretty good. Good night, you guys. We're getting deep now. You see, we're getting deep. The guys don't want to talk deep.
It's like Geordie the Gent.
Yeah, Geordie from Scotland. If we mention anything deep, he leaves immediately.
All right. See you, James.
All right, goodbye. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm gonna eat till I gorge. I'm gonna gorge myself tomorrow.
That's what you gotta do with the corned beef.
That's right.
Gorge. Take care, man.
Maybe I'll get a bottle of Irish whiskey